Don't worry guys, it's me. I just wanted to show you my real beauty. This is the current length of my bangs and I don't know what to do with them. I just washed them and now they are just like, we want to be in your face. Okay, let me style my hair and then I continue with the video. I'm so sorry for my hair. I guess it will still fall to the front. Let's just ignore them. What is the topic of the day? Today I want to be talking about a certain anime movie which is called the Anthem of the Heart. Some of you maybe know it and I watched it yesterday and there just are some things that I want to share with you. Some things which are just heavy on my heart. Let's just start. First I'm going to tell you something about the plot so you actually know what it is about. So, as a child, Naruse-jun was a chatterbox. So she was talking quite a lot. And one day she sees her father coming out of a love hotel with another woman. Naruse tells this her mother. Their parents get divorced and her father blames her for that. And I wonder, why do people do that? You can't blame your child for the problems with your wife or your husband. Anyways, after that she cries and suddenly a fairy egg appears. Yes, it's an egg that can speak, that is dressed like a human being. This egg steals her words and promises that she won't be hurting other people with her words anymore. With her words, oh my god. So she cannot speak anymore. Now she's in high school, she's grown up, she still doesn't speak at all. She only writes it if she wants to say something. And one day it happens that her teacher signs her up to a charity committee with 3 other members. One of them is Sakagami Takumi. Well, first she refuses to participate, but somehow she has to. With the time, she even likes the idea of a musical because she finds out that she can sing. So to clarify this here, she can speak, but every time she tries to speak, her belly starts to hurt. This was kind of a side effect of the curse, but when she sings, this is not the case. And of course, she's captivated by Takumi singing, so once he was singing somewhere alone and she kind of heard it and was like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. And they get closer, she tells him about her past and her curse, but now she's so excited to participate in the musical and they're all practicing and the whole class is preparing for this and trying hard and all that. And she writes the story for this musical. Basically, this is her story actually. This is her past, just packed in a more fairy tale-like story. She also transfers that she hopes for a prince to come to save her. Even when she was a child, she was just hoping to find her prince and everything will be good if she just found her prince and all that. And what do you think? Who is she thinking of when writing this story and wanting a prince to come into her life? Of course it's Takumi, because she developed feelings for him. Because Takumi somehow managed to look into her heart. This would take me too long to explain this. Sorry. He's kind of special to her and that's why she likes him. But one day she discovers that Takumi and Natsuki-Nito, a member of the committee, a girl, had been a couple and they kind of didn't finish with this yet. This was kind of strange, so she still had feelings for him and she was just upset because she thought that he had feelings for Naruse. This is complicated. Love bullshit, we don't want to talk about this. But anyways, Naruse unintentionally hears this conversation and is so upset, runs away right before the musical actually has to start. And nobody can find her. Meanwhile, she's at the old love hotel where she has seen her father with another woman and is kind of hiding there and is completely desperate and she kind of gets cursed by this fairy egg even more. This egg tells her kind of, you'll get even more cursed because you're letting your heart speak. So because she now had friends and she's happy and this is kind of the way her heart speaks. But Takumi manages to find her. He tells her that this egg is just an imagination and he brings her back to the musical which has already began. But before that, this is something that killed me honestly. Before that, Naruse tells him that she loved him. He just answered, thank you, but I love another one. Like, why? How? Tell me. Anyways, they get back to the musical, they finish the musical and everyone is happy at the end. Everyone is happy. If you hear some noises, I'm sorry. My family is repairing something, a cupboard or so. Anyways, this is the plot. Roughly. Now let's just talk about the things I liked and I disliked about this. I wasn't even sure if I had to make a video about that because I wasn't even thinking about it. I was watching so much stuff since I was uploading the last review. I just now thought of making a review about a thing I watched, and this was the recent thing I watched. Basically because of the last thing I just told you. But okay. Let's talk about it in a chronological order. First, the things I liked. The drawing style and the illustration was actually really good. Not only the drawing style itself, but the way the characters and all that move. It was vivid. This was really interesting. There are not so many animes which make the movements of the characters really natural and vivid, and this is what I really liked. Moreover, the story has this original aspect. Okay, it's nothing new that there is a certain student with some problems and then he gets kind of socialized and those problems disappear because of friends or a romantic relationship and all that. But the story with the egg, and especially that she can't speak, made it more interesting. I mean, imagining that someone who cannot speak at all throughout many years, doesn't say a word, somehow manages to make friends. This is amazing. And it reminds me of another anime, Durarara, the mysterious biker. I mean, she can't speak either and she's always typing her words on a phone, and this is actually basically what Naruse also did. Yeah, but still, these are the things I liked. Now let's talk about things that are not that cool. I noticed that it was not that exciting. It's not like I was almost exploding. It was okay, but it was not as exciting as I thought it would be. It's not that negative to this point. I mean, there is stuff which is not really exciting, but it was not as I expected, that's all. Moreover, some characters were kind of strange. I don't know why, but some characters were whether not defined, whether I just didn't get what they actually wanted. For example, Daiki Tasaki, one of the members from the committee, and first he kind of wanted to be together with Nito, but then he confessed to Naruse at the end. I'm like, who do you actually want to be together with anyways? And the last point, which disappoints me the most, is the end. The fact that the boy protagonist is not together with the girl protagonist, which is usually the case, almost made me cry. It were like the last 20 minutes of the movie. The whole movie is 2 hours long, and I almost wanted to quit here and to go to bed. Didn't even want to finish watching it because it frustrated me so much. This just doesn't want to fit together in my head. You might say now, and maybe this was even the intention of the producers, not to make it as a standard end of a anime movie like that. But this is sad when such things happen. Honestly, I love when animes are various and bring up new ideas, but I'm really traditional when it comes to endings. I want a happy end like that. I want them to be together. But then they aren't, and it's even worse than the end of Titanic. That's all I can say to that. Yeah, and that's even all I want to say in that whole video about the movie. Now tell me in the comments if you watched it already or not, and if you want to watch it, what your opinion on that is. Did you like it? Did you agree with me or not? Just anything you want to say, even something completely different. I'd like to read it. And we'll see each other next time, and goodbye.